Second down, Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And the back goes into motion. On third down, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now Jameis on second down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Play clock winding down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll run it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. And the wideout in motion. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out here in the eye. Winston keeps it himself. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Winston to throw it this time. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Third and goal, Winston. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
No. Jack, Patriot. Here we go now.
Back to throw. Incomplete. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Green's 39. Philly, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go. Set green. Detroit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Leopard. Black guy out Philly. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
So out come the Bucs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Jameis to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just...
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, Larry, these 2 teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on third down for the Broncos. 41 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ready, hot, blue, ready.
Now Jameis on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Winston now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On second down, Winston again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Ready, blue, ready, standing. Hey, hot. 550, 550. Check 3. Easy.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back now in Tampa. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. In motion, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He got 29 yards that time.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the the football, because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zone, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Now someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion left is a running back. Winston sneaking it, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. So the pressure was coming. Intentional grounding is the call, and that's a 10-yard penalty.
The pressure you noted, Brandon, came so fast. Quarterback wasn't able to get outside the pocket to ground the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run the counter now on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
On 3rd down, Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Off the play fake, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play fake. Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Sonic. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. What's up?
They'll throw again. Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this looks to probably be the final play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A road win in the National Football League.